our 3 simple tips when traveling overseas for children that you might not consider.
Sometimes when traveling abroad, we seem to think that some of the everyday items that we use at home or have in our cupboards for when we need it will be easy enough to find overseas when traveling. But in our experience, sometimes that isn't the case.
Tip number 1, take the medication. The simple things like children's painkillers, rash creams, anti-inflammatory medication can be overlooked when organising what we're taking on our travels because we think we can get these things from a local pharmacy if needed. But all countries have different standards when it comes to medications, so it can be hard to know what's in these medications and if they're 100% safe for our children. So make it easy on yourself and take some of the basics with you.
Tip number 2. Now this is a simple one, but sunscreen is essential if you're going to a hot environment and plan to be outdoors or swimming a lot. Again, standards are different in every country. For example, here in Thailand where we're currently living, sunscreen that are widely sold are mostly skin moisturizers with SPF in them, which isn't very effective when outdoors for long periods of time or when you're swimming. So if you have sunscreen you normally use that you know that works, take it with you because nothing ruins a holiday in the sun like a bad sunburn, especially if it's with your children.
Tip number 3. Get your children to pick out a few favourite toys or items from home that are easy to fit in your luggage. Travelling to another country and another culture can be really overwhelming for children, so having some creature comforts from home like a few favourite toys can make adjusting to the overwhelming sensation they may be feeling from experiencing a different way of living, different language, different foods, a little easier for them to adjust to. So that's our 3 simple tips for traveling overseas with children. Just to add to that, we all have weight limits when it comes to our baggage, and so it's really easy to forget about some of the essentials, so we can fit a few more items of clothing or shoes that we think we may need. But these things are easy to get anywhere, and let's face it, we always tend to overpack when it comes to these things.
So consider limiting the amount of clothes or shoes you are taking so you can fit the more essential items in, like we just mentioned, because at the end of the day, our children's health and well-being is worth it.